Marina Alexis. She should be a writer.
It's been over 5 years since Game Over Charles aired and the second A was revealed, and today I've decided to finally put to rest a rumor that's gone through the Pretty Little Liars fandom since 2015, and is still very widely believed by fans. On July 8th, 2015, about a month before Game Over Charles premiered, someone who allegedly used to work on the PLL set appeared on the show's subreddit, offering up spoilers and answers to fan questions in regards to the show's season finale. Within their responses, they claimed that Ren was going to turn out to be Charles, that Spencer spent part of her childhood in Radley, and that Ren hit Allison with the rock, believing her to be Cece, along with a variety of other spoilers regarding A's backstory and motives. The spoilers were largely and immediately believed, in part because the story of a disgruntled former employee of the show turning to the internet to spill spoilers was nothing new. Earlier in the same year, a different anonymous poster created a Reddit AMA, or Ask Me Anything, post, in which they spoiled details about the last half of Season 5B, including the entirety of the Dollhouse storyline, which turned out to be very true. After such a major breach, it wasn't impossible to imagine it happening again, and it was because of this history that many fans automatically latched onto the new spoilers as the truth. And the absolute absurdity of the actual episode and reveal only seemed to fuel PLL fans' belief in the claims that have been dubbed Drunkgate, despite Marlene Kane insisting soon after the post was made that it was untrue and no real information had been leaked. Some fans are insistent that the reason the finale was so out of place, ridiculous, and flat-out awful was because it was rewritten and refilmed at the last minute in response to the spoilers. Of course, it's natural to want a good explanation for the fact that PLL decided to make the identity of their biggest villain the only transgender character to ever appear on the show. Or the fact that A's backstory relied on sympathy and a motive for tormenting a group of girls that was essentially non-existent. Or that the entire episode was shot in a random, futuristic lair that led to almost zero interaction between characters. The only problem is that the theory that the episode was reshot after these alleged spoilers leaked is logistically and factually impossible, for a variety of reasons. First, I'll start with the primary reason why it's simply not possible that the entire episode was refilmed, which is the timing of the spoilers in regards to when the episode itself aired. As I mentioned at the start of the video, the Drunkgate spoilers were posted to Reddit on July 8th, 2015. Season 6, Episode 10, Game Over Charles, aired for the first time on August 11th, 2015, approximately a month later. However, it's also important to consider that the promo for the episode, which included clips from the reveal, was first released on August 4th. This means that there was a period of less than 3 weeks between when the spoilers were posted and when the first clips from the episode were publicly shown. Considering how low budget the actual episode appeared to be, I can see how it may initially seem very plausible that it was refilmed within a matter of weeks. But based on what I know about TV production and PLL's filming timeline, that just can't be the case. First of all, filming for the mid-season finale took place between June 9th and 18th, and was immediately followed by filming for the first episode of The Time Jump. The only break in filming that occurred during this time period was directly after 6/11 was completed, in which the cast was not involved in shooting for the new season from June 27th to July 6th. It wasn't until several days later, however, that the Drunkgate spoilers appeared online. Between that date and the premiere of Game Over Charles, the cast and crew were completely engaged in filming for Season 6B, leaving no breaks where the finale could feasibly have been redone. Even if breaks in filming did align to allow for the cast and crew to secretly refilm the entirety of the episode, between writing and finalizing the script, building new sets, filming every scene, and putting the episode through editing and post-production, it would have been just about impossible for a complete overhaul of the episode to have been completed in the less than 3 weeks between the Reddit post and the first time we saw footage. Editing of a single TV episode alone takes approximately 2 to 3 weeks. Between all of these factors, there's just no way that Game Over Charles was completely refilmed as a result of the spoilers. The evidence doesn't just stop there, though. Many fans also claim that as opposed to reshooting the entire episode, PLL's production team simply refilmed certain scenes and edited them into the existing episode, swapping out Ren for Cece and revising A's backstory to correspond with the switch. One point of proof that I've seen provided regarding this is the fact that Allison and Cece do not appear in the same frame at any point in the episode, despite the fact that they were supposedly in the same room. Aside from the fact that they do indeed appear together in the episode's flashbacks, I think these behind-the-scenes photos indicate that Sasha and Vanessa were together during the scenes at Radley. So it must be the case that them never appearing side by side in the episode itself was just the result of some odd camera work and editing. Another point to suggest that Cece was always the intended identity of A was this Snapchat from Keegan. which was filmed in the makeup trailer during filming for the prom episode, directly before the mid-season finale. You can see several reference photos of Vanessa Ray, Cece's actress, alongside photos of other cast members who appeared in 610. The context of the photos, Jason, Allison the night of her disappearance, and Mona and Radley, strongly correspond to the scenes in the episode as well, which make it pretty clear that the makeup artists were prepping to film the reveal, with Cece playing a major role. Finally, I want to make note of the fact that the Drunkgate spoilers made claims that did not just relate to the A reveal, or even to the episode itself. Alongside their major alleged spoilers that Ren was A, they also attested that Lorenzo was going to die, and that Emily and Allison were going to share a kiss at prom, amongst other tidbits that obviously never ended up happening. If the reveal had ended up being refilmed as a result of the Ren spoilers, there would be no reason for the writers to write out moments that had nothing to do with A's identity or story, further indicating that the entirety of the spoilers were nothing more than a fan's creative writing outlet. Additionally, there's the fact that, considering Allie was kidnapped at the very end of 609, a kiss between her and Emily at prom would have had to take place earlier in that episode. So are we supposed to expect that the prom episode was refilmed as well as 610? The more you look into the full content of the spoilers, the clearer it becomes that they just couldn't be true. Like I said, I can completely understand the desire to believe that what we saw in Game Over Charles was a result of leaked spoilers and a reshot reveal. In general, people are more inclined to believe things that they want to be true, which I imagine is a big reason why a lot of fans were so quick to accept that Ren, a popular suspect up until that point, was A. And the spoilers provided a much better reason behind why the actual reveal and episode were so bad than just poor writing. Ultimately, though, the reality is that it's impossible that the posted spoilers were actually legitimate. As always, I'm curious to hear your thoughts in the comments. Do you remember when the Drunkgate post took place? And what was your reaction to the alleged spoilers?